to Lake Superior State. Centering pass to Mitch Holtz. He shoots and scores. Power play, and he loses the puck. And he score. That's a roll that point. A work down low. Back is open. What a save by Damon.
I like Ferris hockey team. I think they're a very difficult team to play, especially in their own rink. They play with a real quickness to their game, a lot of pace to their game. So they're a very difficult matchup, and obviously they're built for that rink and play to their strength in that rink. And so I thought it was a tough matchup that way. And having said that, Friday night, it's a one-goal game with 1:30 left. We have our chances to tie it up or be right in there, so you like that. And then Saturday was obviously a very good win for us. Our program hasn't won in that building in way too long, so it's good to get those streaks like that off your back. So it was an important win for us. I thought Gordy Dayfield had an outstanding weekend. He's been extremely played at an extremely high level for us the last few weeks and really throughout the season, and in November was outstanding. He's outstanding right now, so it's good to see him playing his best hockey right now, and I thought he was a huge impact on the game this weekend, so that was important. We got some timely goals again from the same kind of guys we've got, so we've had consistent scoring from our top players, and that's good. Obviously, playoff hockey, as you're going to that, you need some secondary guys to emerge and step up through the playoffs, and so we're hoping those guys can do that and add a different dimension and layer to our team. So it was a hard-fought series, an important win for us on Saturday night. We gave ourselves a chance to fight for sixth spot going into the last night of the year. We were preseason polls. We were picked to not even make the playoffs, and so to go to seventh place and a chance for sixth place, I thought was an important step for our program and where we're trying to go to. So we're encouraged by that. We're not satisfied where we're at, but we're encouraged with the direction we're headed in and where we'll be moving, into playoffs and down the road. So that was encouraging. Getting into the playoffs. Obviously, we had a goal to get home ice. We fell short of that. It was a lofty goal. We knew that, but it was an important goal for us. And again, we liked the positioning we put ourselves into. We had a rough stretch of games going against the top three teams in our league where we didn't get enough points out of those series, and that obviously was an important stretch, and it was a difficult stretch, and that hurt us a little bit. We haven't shown enough consistency to play with the top teams in our league, but I think if you look at our record against teams around us in the standings, we own most of the tiebreakers. We had a very strong year that way, and again, I think that's an encouraging sign, and moving forward, we want to continue to do that, and now it's time to take a step against the top teams, to beat them in their buildings, to get points, and, we'll have a chance to do that against Mankato in the first round, a very difficult matchup. They're back-to-back WCHA champions for a reason. They've got high-end skill. They've got goaltending. They've got a very, very good D-core that make it difficult to generate quality chances against them. So obviously on paper, just like the preseason polls, we will not be picked to beat that team, and we need to go in there with a chip on our shoulder and find a way to win a game on Friday night. I don't think it takes a ton. I think any hockey player, anybody who grows up playing the game and playing at a high level, everything's melting outside here. We're going to go down there. The weather's going to be nicer and warmer, and it's playoff hockey. So everybody's excited. Everybody's fired up. It doesn't take a ton of emotion from the coach or a real rah-rah speech. If you don't have a spark to play playoff hockey, then you're in the wrong sport. So our guys are excited about it. It's a huge challenge. It's a great challenge. One of the things we were talking about today is we have guys that have been terrific playoff performers. Anthony Nellis led his league in playoff scoring. Jake Hann led his playoff league in scoring. Owen Hedrick led his league in scoring. I'm missing a guy too. So we've had guys that have performed on this stage, coming into it. So, they know that. They have, that confidence of playing in this environment, and we all know what type of hockey it takes. So tall task for sure, but, we're excited. And if you're a hockey player, you don't care what it says on paper. You want to show up and meet the challenge, and that's what we're looking to do. Well, the young guys have obviously, impacted this team tremendously in an offensive way, and it shows up on the score sheet in the stats column. So they've gotten a lot of talk, and again, I give our upperclassmen a ton of credit for changing the culture of this program and welcoming those guys in. If we didn't have that leadership from our seniors and upperclassmen, this year wouldn't have gone the way it is. So a lot of credit goes to our senior classmen for the culture they've installed in this program and in the direction they've got us pointed in. But yeah, those young guys have come in. It's a big class, and they've gotten a lot of opportunities. They've earned those opportunities and done a really good job with it. You mentioned Diego Culieta, who's a little bit not as much publicity, I guess, but I think he leads all freshmen in game-winning goals. I think he's top 4, top 3 in the league in game-winning goals. So, and he had a game-winning goal shorthanded this past Saturday. So, he's had a big impact to the lineup. Gage Terrell has been a dynamite player for us once he's gotten healthy and playing. So, and they're really, as you mentioned, they're not freshmen anymore. They've played a ton of hockey. They've been in critical situations all year. We've gone into Mankato and played in that environment. We've gone into Michigan Tech at Winter Carnival and played in that environment. So our guys are as prepared as they're going to be. And again, it's a big challenge. It's a huge challenge. There's a reason why they're number 1 in the league. But with that, you've got to be excited about the opportunity to go in there and test yourself and see where we've come from and grown. We're 4-2-1 in our last 7 games, so we're playing. Maybe not our best hockey of the year, but pretty close. We've been playing good hockey. Takeaway Friday at Ferris State, we've played pretty darn well lately, and we got to feel good about all those things and just know it's a huge challenge. We have to play a very good game. We need everybody to play and show up if we're going to have success down in Mankato.